Understand that. You touched on something that I've been thinking about for a long time. I was on the Amtrak, and I seen, as I was coming through the city of Baltimore, like literally whole entire neighborhoods or streets just of abandoned homes. And I seen pictures of Detroit and some areas in Michigan. It's practically the same exact thing. I sent Brother Keith a blog that I wrote about a mayoral race in it was like right off the outskirts of Chicago, and it was a mother and son running in this mayoral race. Now they both lost, but that wasn't the purpose of why I wrote the blog. The purpose was that the town was dying, and most of the people that were there were black owners of homes, and that their property value literally dropped about 100% in the last 10 years. And this mayoral race might have been something that could have helped that city or that town flourish, but it ended up in nitpicking, and who knows what's going to happen to that city or town. I'm going to check back in literally to the statistics and numbers probably a year or so from now just to see exactly what the development was. But that right there is exactly what you guys are both touching on, the ideas of us coming together and literally owning our own sovereignty, buying or just creating our own sovereignty, because as you both can see, as I can see, as my brother sees, the system is crumbling, but it's not going to crumble entirely, so why not have your foot in a door or in a position to, when it comes back up, you're in control of your own destiny. I like to say I manifested my destiny to be this radio host, to be able to speak to you guys. And I know for sure that Milwaukee has two good brothers that are out there to help them and their struggle. And hopefully one day I'll be able to bring you out here to New York to speak to some of the people and you know, the majority of this conscious community that is out here running around intellectually masturbating, but they would still come and you know, honor you two as you try to speak and teach, and you know, I'll try to find ways to promote the books the best way I can. I'm definitely going to go check out your website after this interview. I'm going to post as much information as I can on my blog. I try to be informative. I do my research on everybody and get as much information. And so you two brothers today had dropped so many bombs. I wish I had like a button as a real radio host to just, you know, make the people get like, wow, that was real information. Maybe I should write that down. But I guarantee that people are writing stuff down, because I have, are going to go back to the archive episodes, because they're going to listen to these and understand that you two brothers are very serious brothers. You're about what you say you are about, and therefore I believe they should contact you and read your books, and that's www.lulu.com. So the people who are listening right now, you can go check them out, check their books out. I know I went on iTunes, iBooks, and I was able to download my samples. Right now I don't have any money on my iTunes. I really don't want to put money on it. But in order to buy the books, I will do that, because that is what I know is a supportive thing, and that's right there is the first step in group economics. I thank you guys both for coming on today, for speaking with me for so long, and like basically teaching me even more, or even helping me to confirm that I am on the right path in the things that I'm doing and the way that I'm going about it. And it always pleasures me to talk to brothers like you, and, you know, even incorporate you guys into some of the things that I'm doing. As far as that group is concerned, that I added Brother Kida, and as you can see why I added you, and it's very up and down, but you can see that our people are reaching for the stars, and that's why I say that's why I wanted to be a part of the group, and I continuously post in the group and drop as much jewels and information as I can. I like to be thought-provoking. That's what this show is personally about. So, again, I have Kedar Griffo and Michael Berkeley on the phone with me today. This is Mind Food Monday. And, again, I'd like to thank you brothers for coming on the show. Is there any information or anything else that you would like to say regarding, we have like 15 minutes left, and I'm usually going to play an excerpt from one of our leaders or someone of controversial text. So is there anything that you brothers would like to say, any information that you would like to give to the people where they might be able to reach you personally or contact you or find anything else that you guys are doing at the moment?
Well, right now we're working on our Part 3 to African Origin, Founder, Religion, and Freemasonry. Trying to figure out where we're going to publish that at, so we don't have that information right now, but we are working on that. I could be reached at Zosser, that's ZOSERRS @gmail.com if you have any questions. And just to the people, just keep in the struggle, just keep on battling, and that's pretty much all I have to say.
As far as me, this is Kedar. I'm sorry for whoever's listening. I would also like to mention that Yahweh Ben Yahweh put forth, a good economic plan as well. They use, the cooperative economics. So Mike and I come from a tradition of, doing of, for, and by, living of, for, and by one another. So we have to get back to that. We all of the conscious people keep talking all of that, about, we're African and, this is our ancestors, this is what our ancestors did. Well, our ancestors lived in a communal lifestyle, too. Now, I know they might not be for everybody, but until you individually and your group of people can be self-sufficient, then you might want to consider living in a communal-style environment where you can have your group economics, group things, where you can be able to afford and buy a duplex, and from the duplex, rent it out, and then, buy you this, and, when you sell that, then you keep moving forward, and you keep moving forward. So not only did Dr. York, and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Marcus Garvey have group economics, we know that Yahweh Ben Yahweh and the Hebrew Nation did the same thing. So we have to look at what these brothers have done, because they were successful, until, the government came down and crash landed on their programs. But if there's so many more of these particular programs established around the country, then they can't crash all of them. You follow? And then if they crash one, then another one springs up. I mean, we become like the cancer. They cannot continue the people united can never be divided. So we have to start thinking, if you can't get with the Nubians, then find a group of people that you can get with. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get with that group of people, then find your family members. I mean, there's somebody that you can get with to be able to help improve your particular situation. As far as reaching me, I can be reached at Zoser Research Society. I think that's at Gmail. Yeah, I'm sorry, that is at Gmail. So Zoser, ZOSR Research Society, that's all one word, at Gmail. To reach me. And I want to thank you, Brother Tyrone, and Heather for introducing us. Thank you, brother, for conducting such a thought-provoking interview. This is one of the best interviews I've ever had, as far as having somebody that was knowledgeable and Mike could actually talk about the type of things that we've written about in the books. This is not a sum total of what we've written about, but this is definitely a good start of some of the things that we've written about. So I think.
Most definitely, but I tell you guys honest truth, I didn't have time nor the ways or means to get to read the book, but I know I have it opened in my iBooks right now. I'm on page 1, and it is the introductory phase where you speak about Brother Michael, and I'm on that page, and as soon as I go to sleep and wake up, I tell you guys I have not been asleep in such a long time, but I was eager, pumped up this morning when I got off of work. I said, I'm not going to bed. I'm not going to try to lay down. I'm speaking to these brothers about this economic stuff today, and this is, like you said, one of my best interviews, and I'm glad I'm able to touch on those points. I believe in universal purpose and law, and I don't think we met just because I'm doing interviews on the radio. I just believe everything happens for a reason, and therefore I'll figure out my personal reason, and you guys will have your personal reasons later on, but we all know that we came together as a collective on this one basis and had the same similar ideas, and that's what always encourages me, and I'll be glad to put this on the CD and give it to my son to stockpile. If you listen to this constantly, I'll give it to as many people as I can, because this today was important. It was dynamic. It was inspiring, and therefore I'm really appreciative about this. And I thank you guys for coming on Mind Food Monday and Indie Dynasty Radio and talking to V. Boogie. timing in and calling up and being so prompt. If you can send me your email information to where you can be reached, I will get down to the blog as soon as possible and get these radio excerpts posted as soon as possible. Brother Key Dog, me and you are on Facebook, so as soon as they go up, you'll specifically know it, and I'll send it to you via private message as well. But as I said, just send me the email addresses to where you guys can be reached. I have the other information. I'm going to compilate it, put it all down in the blog, and make sure that I post it as much as possible. This show usually gets about 200 to 250 hits. So you times that by a certain number of people who listen to it or subtract a couple. It's a lot of people hear this every now and then, and I try to post it, and I'll send you guys the link. You can repost it to whomever you want or send it out as a private email for them to listen to so that they can hear exactly what it is we were talking about today. But again, my brothers, I'm blessed, honored, and grateful to have had you on the show today, and one day I will make my way up to the both of you to meet you in person, as this is what my mission is, to meet everybody who inspires me in person. And with that said, thank you, brothers, for calling in to my Food Monday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. No problem. I got a song here from the brother Raspy Rawls. He's a very inspiring rapper, and so I'm going to play his music right now. This is Aliens from Raspy Rawls. Make sure you pay attention to what he's saying.